Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Casual Play Battlefield 4. I'm going to stop giving them different naming conventions and just put the date on them, I think, otherwise it's just going to get way too confusing. Now, after a little bit of hassle with getting the Chrome plugin to work and a little bit of jiggery pokery, if that's probably not the right phrase, but I'm going to use it anyway. I've managed to get Battlefield 4 back up and running. I also managed to forget that I deleted a load of the maps from my solid state drive, so I could only play the base maps, which is fine, they're very good maps. And after being so used to Hardline, I wondered what it would actually be like to go back to Battlefield 4, and of course my experience has been very pleasant thus far. I think one of Hardline's greatest strengths is that it was very different to Battlefield 4, but if you haven't played Battlefield 4 in a while, then it's always very good to come back to. So as usual, we'll be going over a few topics. The first one is essentially what's just going on with me. The second one is an exciting new monitor announced by Asus. And then the rest is just generally what's going to be coming up in the next few weeks. No, I can take him. No, I can't take him. I cannot take him. So the first thing, which I've forgotten already, is what's going on with me. Well, at the moment I'm having a drink of water. Now I'll finish that drink of water. And it's essentially, I'm right in the middle of the examination period for my university studies at the moment, which is very sad. The good news is it's almost done. Can't wait to get it all done. Go and go down B&Q, the local home store, get a barbecue, and basically get ready for summer. But yeah, you know, I have to get the exams done first. First one's in, well, the second one. I've had the first one last week. I've got one in about 3 hours time, so long by the time you've heard this, it'll be long done. Hopefully it'll go very well. That one is hopefully going to be fairly straightforward. It's essentially all about the technologies behind websites and things like search engine optimization and things like that. So hopefully that should be alright. I'm very familiar with it. Some of the questions I've found have been a little bit ambiguous, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's good, going to be good. And then 2 more next week. One is on software engineering, and then the other one is on advanced. It's called Advanced Programming Concepts. So that's the nasty one really, but hopefully we should do pretty well. Got a few results back thus far, and they're pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with them. So we will wait and see how that goes, and then I am free for a couple of weeks before I start a full-time work placement, working for a telecommunications company. So it shouldn't make much difference to you. Oh, I need to get some kills. Rack up the kills. No, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Not very good. Not very good. Yeah, so it's a communications company, and I am essentially just a full-time placement student there. So be good to get a bit more money in for a change. But then obviously it means I'll be working full-time. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. You have to earn your money in this life, don't you? So that's what's going on with me. There will be like a 2-week period where videos won't be affected, but I'll probably be out and about enjoying myself in the free time that I do have. And then I know I said I was going to Gamescom, and I tried to go to Gamescom. However, I left it way too late to actually get a hotel booked, and now like they're all absolutely extortionate prices. Like, I'm not exaggerating, extortionate prices. So sadly that's not happening this year, which I'm very disappointed in, because I went a couple of years ago and it's brilliant. Recommend anyone goes. It's not even, you know, it's pretty reasonably priced if you book it at the right time. But I will definitely go next year. I know I've said that before, but I will. I'll make sure I book it nice and early this time. But the good news is that the English EGX Eurogamer Expo is back on again this year, and they're making it bigger than ever. It's going to be at the NEC in Birmingham, which is essentially an absolutely massive centre. And I've got a press pass for the entire... Oh dear. I'm too busy thinking about press passes. Should be thinking about enemy soldiers. Got a press pass for the entire, more or less, week. It's 4 days, I believe. I'll be there on both days of the weekend with my my trusty cameraman will be with me. So hopefully there'll actually be more stuff at EGX this year, because it's going to be bigger than ever. So hopefully that will be pretty good, and will make up for the lack of Gamescom content. But as usual, when E3 comes, I'll be doing a live tweeting session. Might even do a live stream if I'm about. Problem is, if I'm at work, then it's probably going to overlap a little bit with that, so I can't really do that. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're far too kind. So yeah, I might do a live stream of that, but definitely will be doing some live tweeting. So that's always really good. I mean, if you can, if you're not at work, like I probably will be, grab yourself a beer, if you're allowed to have beer, of course, if you are over age, and watch the new games be unveiled. It's always pretty nifty, and of course I'm pretty sure there'll be some Star Wars Battlefront stuff unveiled. I mean, what's that unveiled? Like properly gameplay shown, which should be pretty excellent. And we haven't really seen much thus far. We've seen some stuff, but I haven't seen much. So that should be pretty cool. And then by the time EGX and Gamescom come about, again, be live tweeting any announcements there. But of course, at EGX, I will actually be able to hopefully get some appointments booked and get you some cool content. So that's that. The only real significant news that I've seen in the last week or so, anyway, I'm sure there's been some stuff I may have missed, but the most notable thing is Asus have announced essentially the ultimate gaming monitor for AMD gamers. Really, it's a 1440p. I'm just going to die here. It's a 1440p FreeSync monitor. It's IPS, I believe, and I think it's 144 Hz as well, which is very cool. 4-second response time, I believe. I'll leave the link to it in the description below. So I'm not doing terribly actually here, am I? Not doing absolutely terribly like I traditionally do. Will I make it in time? Yes, I will, because I am the best. I'm going to die though. I'm not. Surely can't. I can't cut the mustard. Yes. Oh, there was two. That was disappointing. So this monitor should be very cool for AMD gamers, and it's going to be available at a cheaper price than their others, especially the ROG Swift. And I imagine that's just because they don't have to pay any fees to Nvidia. So if you have an AMD card, or you want to get an AMD card, that monitor should definitely be on your radar. Speaking of monitors, it has been very monitor-centric around here at the moment. Luckily enough, I've made some good contacts with some PR people, so they have been very kind in getting me some monitors, and it means that if there's new monitors come out that are of significant interest from AOC, LG, or Philips, and hopefully Philips, AOC, LG, yeah, those are the ones, and hopefully you should get those videos as soon as they come out as well. It should be pretty cool, and adding more and more stuff to the roster as we go. Tomorrow I'm in London for Intel's future press event, so we'll see what's coming out essentially in the future. Pretty self-explanatory. So I'm not entirely sure what there will be, but there will be a video that will come out from that, showing what they've got going on. Oh dear. I'm in London on Thursday as well. There's a LG press event for their new music streaming I was going to say software. It's not software, it's music streaming hardware. So again, that should be pretty cool. I'm not sure whether there will be a video come out of that. There should be. I'm going there with the intention to, but it's more of like an evening thing, so it might not work out that way. But we will definitely see anyway. So those are the couple of things coming out next week. We've also got a power line connection. It's quite cool actually. It's normally power line. Obviously, you put Ethernet around your home. Essentially through your home wiring, your AC connection in your wiring. Don't get it confused with AC wireless. But these are the high-end ones. They are gigabit rated. I'm interested to see what the actual speeds via power line will be, because they will massively vary depending on your home and the wiring you have in your home. But the reason it's pretty cool is because they've got 3 gigabit Ethernet ports. So that means that if you have 3 devices, which a lot of people will do, say near your television area, for example, you might have your television itself, a games console, and then something else like a Blu-ray player, I don't know, whatever you have, and then you can plug them all into the internet, which is very good. Or if you have a media PC, you can plug them all into the internet without having to use a switch, which I am currently having to do at one of my other homes, which is a bit annoying. So this aims to fix that, while delivering great speeds as well. So I'm very interested to see how it delivers compared to just standard LAN. Because if it's very similar, then it's going to be It's going to be very good for a lot of people. And that is essentially, I've got a 7D Mark II actually. The Canon, I recently upgraded my camera gear, not to a 4K, oh, I'm just going to miss out there. That was dreadful. Look at that. That was awful. Recently upgraded my camera to a Canon 7D Mark II. So it's not 4K. And you might wonder why that is. Well, firstly is because currently the internet connection I have isn't really up to uploading 4K videos. Secondly, I need to get other things like lighting and stuff sorted out before I move to a 4K stream. And then lastly, really, it just would be a lot more expensive to move to 4K unless I went for something like a Panasonic GH4. And while that would be good, I essentially want a decent camera as well. And I'm not saying the GH4 isn't, I'm saying that all the lenses I have are for Canon. So it makes sense for me to wait and then hopefully a bit later down the line move to something like a Blackmagic 4K camera that actually takes Canon EF lenses. And then I won't essentially be wasting money on multiple lens systems. So that should be pretty cool. Obviously I know you can get stuff like a Metabones lens converter and things like that, but I'd rather just have something with a nice big sensor in the first place so that the low light performance is better. And I'm dead. And I am dead. Hopefully upgrading some hi-fi gear for the PC, so I'll bring you a video on that if that happens as well. So essentially you either have something like a headset, you have PC speakers, you might have PC speakers with something decent like a USB DAC, or you can go the full way and go hi-fi speakers with hi-fi amplifier. You can feed it via digital. So that is essentially what I'm going to be doing, hopefully in the not too distant future. And so I'll bring you a video all about that. Because I don't know about you, but I spend all of my time listening to music pretty much through my computer. So it makes sense to have your best speakers in the place where you're going to be listening to them the most. I think so anyway. And that has pretty much been this week's casual play. There's been quite a lot to say actually. It's felt pretty natural to go through it. I guess that's because I haven't done a casual play in a while. Like I say, video on Sunday should be the... I'm not entirely sure. The video on Sunday, I think it's got to be the power line, but there might be a video just before that or just after from the Intel event to bring you all up to date with that. And then 7D Mark II video will be filmed after all my exams are out the way and I actually have time to get a proper sort of maybe like hopefully an outdoorsy type review. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video as always. It's great to hear what you think. As always, leave a comment below if you have anything that's on your mind. If you want to ask me a question, I know that I say this all the time, but please, it's at PC Centric on Twitter, by far the best place to do it. A lot of you took notice last time and sent me a few questions, and guess what? You got more or less instant replies, unless I was, I don't know, cooking a meal or something and I didn't actually see them. As soon as I see a message, I will reply. It literally is that simple. So if you have anything to ask me, Twitter is the place to do it, and I can more easily send you links and stuff if required as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sure you, well, hopefully you are, but if you're not, don't forget to subscribe to PC Centric for more videos like this, as well as others on PCs, gaming and technology. Don't forget to like this video if you've liked it. Don't forget to dislike this video if you didn't like it for whatever reason. And yeah, like I say, leave a comment or hit me up at PC Centric on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching this video as always, and I will see you in the next one.